Hi guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrapping 2, and today I'm going to be making a card for both Simon Says Wednesday Challenge and the Alt New October Challenge. Simon Says Challenge was to use Kraft, so I wanted to use the Kraft and the Alt New stamps, so I decided to combine both together. But I have this vision in my mind what I want to make. It's a little slightly different, so and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to make, so I'll be making both. So here I have some cardstocks prepared. This one is Nina Solar Desert Storm, and I'll be using my favorite things, hybrid inks, along with this henna element stamp set. And by the way, I really love the uh, my favorite things, hybrid inks. They work really great, and I think I'm probably going to try to get the entire collection. That's how much I love it. But this right here, little element that I'm stamping on this Nina cardstock is with hot fudge. And the October challenge for the alt new is like chocolate. So I'm trying to combine the both together. So I'm going to be stamping these two cardstocks right here, both the same way, using both the Kraft color, the MFT's Kraft. I like this color a lot. It's very subtle. And as you can see at the top, I already stamped and cut out a mask for the large flower and the smaller flower, which I'll be using both. So here I'm trying to line up the flower, the large one, and I'm going to stamp this small flower to make it look like they're behind this large flower. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing for the other side, the other card base. I mean, the other Nina cardstock. So I'm kind of doing the same thing. And then I'm going to put some of these little swirls that the stamp set comes with. There's a lot of different like you can build your I guess scene or patterns. There's a lot of little elements that come with it. I think that's really cool. So here I'm again masking off my flowers. And then I realized that I need another flower, so I'm going to just go ahead and stamp this out on a post-it note and then cut it out. So I'll have all three of the flowers masked so I can stamp over them. I haven't been in my craft room for like a whole week right now. The videos that's been posting is the ones I've made previously. So here I have some distress inks, and I'm using distress inks because I wanted to kind of look a little bit distress type, not like really sharp images, and so that's why I'm using the distress. And this is peeled paint, and it's kind of hard to see because I put two different things on one block. Here I have this swirly thing here. I'm using the hot fudge, and I'm just randomly just stamping to kind of make it look eye-pleasing and even. So that's finished. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the top card, the top portion, the other card. So I'm gonna just call it number 1 and number 2. So I'm using the same elements, but I'm not really looking at the other card to see where I want them. I'm just stamping it where I feel like stamping right now. So it's not like, it's not identically the same. So here I'm stamping those little swirly things first in Hot Fudge. By the way, if you're not familiar with this ink, the MFT's hybrid ink, I love it because I can stamp it and color it with my Copics, and it won't bleed. And also, when I watercolor, it also won't bleed. So it's really cool. So I'm basically done with the stamping, and I'm taking off all the masks, put it aside. And here I decide that I want just a little bit, one more right there. So they kind of look a little bit alike, but they are not the same. These flowers are very fun to color. So, okay, the first one, I'm going to call this number 1 card, and I'm using my alcohol markers. This is my Shinhan Touch markers. Here I chose 3 different browns to color this flower. So it's gonna kind of look like a no line coloring because of the fact that the base color is so light and the top color is gonna be a lot darker. The color that I'm putting on, I mean. So here I'm going with my darkest brown color that I chose, and then next a medium, and later on, of course, I'm going to go back with my light. But I'm doing a little bit something a little bit different. Just like I do with my hair, I'm kind of flicking it out, but for this I'm kind of flicking it so that the ends are going to be really skinny to make it look like flower veins. I'm not going to be coloring this entire image on camera because then it'll be too long. So I go ahead and I'll show you what I mean by kind of making those little the lines, and then I just go back with my light color, but I'm not really trying to blend it out. You see, like I want those lines to be visible. So I put some Wink of Stella on the flowers, and I got this Thinking of You. That's a Simon Says stamp set. I think it's called Banner Sayings. And then here I put some sequins, and I put pearls in the center of the flowers, and these little circles and these little marks that I just kind of hand drew. And so this is another number 2 card that I wanted to create. Very light and very subtle color, card. So this right here is color pencils. So I just kind of chose a pencil that kind of matched this Kraft cardstock here. And as you can see, this right here I'm using Crayola. It just happened to be right next to me, and that this color just was there. So that's why I got the idea of doing this. So instead of coloring the entire images, I'm just flicking lines so that it gives it like a sketchy look. So it looks like as almost if I sketched it. So that's the look that I wanted. So this is just one color paper pencil. I didn't use any other. Just this kind of like a Kraft colory looking color pencils. And I'm not being really neat about it. And it's just here and there kind of thing. And some strokes I made it longer, and then some lighter, like smaller, so it's not so identical. And I'm kind of darkening up right there where the two flowers meet. But yeah, this was the other look that I wanted to try. And I couldn't decide between which one I wanted to record, so that's why I went ahead and recorded just both. So as you can see, I put a rhinestone in the center of the big flower. And sorry about that. Right there, my all of the lights just went off and then came back on. But the recording still was recording. My entire house, the light just flickered, and then but the recording didn't stop. So here I'm attaching it to that early espresso cardstock, and just giving only 1/8 of an inch of a border, and here I'm attaching it to the Kraft cardstock, an A2 size card front. And I do a little bit of embellishment for this. I wanted this to be really subtle, and so I'm deciding what I want to do. I decided right here, and I'm using the Faber-Castell's metallic pencils. After I did it, I kind of regretted it. I liked it without the metallic color pencils. It looked better to me in my opinion, but this one I had to color it all because it had to be kind of even, I guess. So I put a couple embellishments on this, not too much on the video, but later on I go back and add scatters of this matte gold sequence, because I thought it looked too plain. And you'll see that picture if you head on over to my blog. So here's another thinking of you, stamped on the same Kraft cardstock as the base, and then I'm going to attach it at the top left just like the other. So I try to zoom out. Whoa, there's, yeah, I don't want you guys to see all my mess. So here's the two cards that I made. The right side is a little bit more subtle. I think it's elegant. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks. Bye.